Please, 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 come. I can take this anymore. Just one more. Come on. Come on. This is a fucking mental battle. After the last challenge I was a bit disappointed, so I tried to push the limit today a bit more. But we don't want to be stupid, I don't want to die here. The guys will keep an eye on me, so yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's try this. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay guys, let's get into this. Today I want to push myself, mentally and physically. I need to train that grit, but I can't be stupid. So, this is the dehydration bar. It represents 5% of my body weight in water. The amount of fluid I can lose before things start getting risky. More about that later. As the hours go by, this bar will gradually empty, showing how much fluid I'm losing. The question is, am I still willing to push, even when the bar gets into the red zone? 25 minutes in, no liquids, no food. Although I don't think food is going to be the problem today. From my experience, I should be good for the first 20-25k. We're just getting started. So I would say let's meet in, I don't know, 40-50 minutes and then see how I'm doing. That being said, let's make sure we understand the rules and risks for today's challenge. I'm not allowed to drink. I'm not allowed to eat. I can take breaks, but the first 2 rules must stay unbroken. In addition to extreme thirst and a decline in my performance, I also expect an increased heart rate, headaches and a general discomfort. That's something we'll have to endure. But of course, this right here is not the goal. This morning I weighed in at 96.1 kilograms. I think losing 2% should be absolutely doable. 3 to 5 if we really push it. And anything beyond that, we will see. Okay boys, 17k in, an hour and 24 minutes. A bit surprising, but I'm not thirsty at all yet. There might be a reason for that, because I came into this as prepared as you can be. Here's a breakdown of everything I consumed in the hours leading up to the start. A glass of water, the recommended daily dose of an electrolyte mix dissolved in another glass, and a cup of coffee. I also had 4 eggs, 1 avocado and a small bowl of oatmeal with walnuts, blueberries, a banana and oat milk, which I didn't completely finish. And lastly, I had 1 bottle with 50 grams of a carbohydrate mix, which I only finished right before the start. Okay, I'm about to leave. I will finish this and I will take this with me. In total, that's about 1.7 liters of fluids and basically a normal breakfast. And with this preparation, 25, maybe even 30 should be doable. I'm feeling really, really good so far. Obviously, the more hydrated I am beforehand, the later the issues we discussed will start to affect me. Ultimately, the goal is to run as long as possible without consuming anything, and not to push myself to a point of extreme dehydration. This is a subtle but important difference. 2 hours, 15 minutes. That's right enough. Yeah, let's say if you would force a drink on me, I might take a sip. Now 26, maybe. I don't know if I ever did 30 without a drink. Usually if I go longer than 25k, I take a small bottle with me. So I think this might be now the longest run without a drink or food. But it's still pretty doable. So my cameraman has to leave for the next hour. I mean, I'm doing just fine, so an hour shouldn't be a problem. Okay, see you, boy. We're not wasting any time. Let's keep going. Of course I have to take the camera with me. From this point on, I could feel how it got a little more uncomfortable with each kilometer. And I knew there wouldn't be a finish line. I was only fighting against myself. Okay, almost 32 kilometers in. I would say the body hurts a bit more, especially the legs, than they would usually do after 32 kilometers. But they can go for another 10k easily. Hours, 50 minutes with no liquids or food. The whole world changed in the last 20 minutes. I'm so thirsty. And here's why. In these weather conditions, I'm losing about 600 to 700 milliliters of fluid per hour. On top of that, I had to pee 3 times. I'd guess that's something between 700 and 900 milliliters altogether. So being conservative, that's a total of about 2.5 liters, which equals roughly 2.6% of my body weight. But it's also possible that I've already lost about 3 liters of fluid, which would equal around 3.1% of my body weight. Either way, I feel exactly like you would expect it. I'm really thirsty, definitely noticing a drop in my performance, and my heart rate is about 10 beats higher than it usually would be at a pace like this. I hope I prepared enough to finish off this last 5k. Let's go. Get the title, guys. The title. Not enough. Of course, the marathon distance was nice, but nice wasn't the goal today. I knew I wasn't nearly exhausted enough to stop now. And although my cameraman had to head off about half an hour later, didn't change anything about our mission. And we're moving on. 47, almost 48. Now let's get the 50k. Let's go. And this is 50. It's not an ultra distance. Pretty nice. So what now? That's the question. Yeah, we could stop. 50k, that's perfect. What do you want more? But I want to really kick my ass this time. Can go for another kilometer, but I'm thinking only about drinking. I'm so thirsty. I have a bottle with me, so anytime I can call it. But I don't want to. I want and I don't want to. Under stress, the mind looks for any way to escape the situation, and resisting that, you have to train. You have to work hard on yourself, constantly. Crazy. I can't put one foot in front of the other. But I can only think about one thing, my bottle in my bag. This is a fucking mental battle. What the hell? But this is also what we need. Come on. Yes, dehydration. Just a little bit. And heart rate is 140, 39. There's not much more left. Push. I can't take this anymore. And as you can see, I'm struggling quite a bit. I'm so thirsty. Hey, good lord. Water. 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 Comes like a wave. I don't know when or if I've ever been this thirsty in my life. Please, 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 come on. And like with so many things, there's always more possible than you think at first. Finally. Finally. Let's go. And I would say, let's just go for one more. Come on. Okay. Let's call it, please. Yes, I'm calling it. Solid 62k in the end, guys. Come on. Let's get that bottle out of that backpack. Come on. Oh.